You guys made your debut in the time when New York rap was definitely at one of its lowest points, but coming out with TONY.
Why? Because the shiny suit days. It's true. It was at its lowest point. Go ahead, continue the question.
But nevertheless, you guys were involved in a New York rap renaissance.
Yeah.
How does it feel like to essentially be in the same place right now?
It's crazy because the time when we came out, like I can say it now and shit, like I actually hated Puff Daddy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I really like, cause it wasn't that I wasn't a real hate because Puff is my man now, but it was like I was disgusted by what they was doing at the time, you know what I'm saying, with the shiny shoots and you know, the blow up dolls and looking like Missy and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't agree with that, and it felt like their movement at the time, like the shiny shoot movement, was destroying the grimy movement, you know what I'm saying? So at that time I definitely, as I got older, I learned to respect people for other things for what they're doing. But at the time when we came out, Pone was actually locked up.
He was locked up.
And I was on the streets, and it was just like, when I would turn on BET or MTV or anything, it would just be like these shiny shoot dudes. It was all over. Like it was a messed up time. And for our music, for this album to be looked at now, you know what I'm saying, as a classic, maybe even then a classic, but I was, you know, too stubborn to look at it like that then. But now it's a classic. It's like a lot of people don't remember those days, you know what I'm saying, the shiny shoot days. And, you know, Mace was killing them. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about Mace now.
Mace was killing.
But he was killing.
He had a lock, man, at that time, man.
It was tough, man. You almost wanted to throw on something shiny, you know what I'm saying? See, they caught Jay, remember Jay with the sunshine? That was the shiny shoots niggas. They got him. They got him. Like that shit was hard at that time, for real. They had the ferris with the Ceres, what's that shit, the wheel, you know, whatever, you know, the cyclone, whatever, you know what I mean? But at that moment, it was real hard, you know what I'm saying? Like Wu-Tang had came out years before, Nas had came out years before, but it was like that era of time was like slowly dying down, and for us to survive through all that, it was.
And put out a classic album. I have an album labeled a classic through all of that time. That's real, man. Cause they didn't call Mace album a classic.
No, they're not.
You know what I mean?
All Puff Daddy and the Ferris, all that.
They didn't call them albums classic.
They didn't get mics. It wasn't like they got ill mics and nothing like. But they were ruling. They were ruling. Like it was drastic at that time. And we survived and we came out fresh with a classic. And you know, I respect it.
Okay, it seems like last week there was a pro New York movement started by a few phone calls at Hot 97, and you dropped the record. What's the new record called that just came out?
I dropped a joint called SRE. That's my solo joint off the CNN album. You know what I'm saying? This is all about CNN, but it's not gonna be my solo joint no more. So we're gonna drop Pone on there. I got a special guest appearance. Yeah, it's not about being pro New York. It's about being, you know, proud of our city, because we put on for our city too. You know what I'm saying? And it's about us doing us again. You know what I mean? And like, let's make good music relevant again. It's not to be mad at nobody from the South, nobody from the West Coast. It's just that we're not saying, it's not a regional thing. It's a whack music thing going on. So if you got, we just anti-whack music. We're not pro anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we pro New York, and but we're not repping it like it's just New York. I mean, through this last couple of years, the two albums that I actually bought and I listened to more than 2 times is Kanye West and Lil Wayne. Other than that, a lot of people's albums, a lot of people's singles was great. I really shaked my ass and danced to the club to them. Their singles was good. I even maybe bought, you know, somebody a ringtone. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't like the albums. I'm an album person. Like,